Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be ranking all the Star Wars Battlefront 2 maps from worst to best. I know Star Wars Battlefront 2 is kind of an old game now, but I just kind of wanted to share my rankings because I love Star Wars Battlefront 2, and unfortunately the game did get cancelled a few years ago, but whatever. In the next few months, I guess I want to, rank all of these maps and skins, and I'll probably do a lot more. The heroes, I want to re-rank them. Although there has not been any updates coming out and the heroes are the exact same, basically, I still just want to update it because I do have different opinions than I did like a year ago when I did this list on AG Gaming. But like, you don't even have to find that video. Okay, it's kind of lost in the archive of AG Gaming videos. I mean, you're probably able to find a Star Wars 2 playlist somewhere down there and be able to find that video. But really, there's no point. I'm gonna be ranking everything in the next few months, every 2 weeks, because the other weeks are going to be ranking all the Mario Kart 8 tracks, because that's like a series, 4 videos. So anyway, let's get into this, guys. Number 21 is Hoth. Hoth just never really amused me. I mean, like, I can barely even find any gameplay of this, because I'm actually using my own gameplay, guys. That's insane. Okay, I've barely played on Hoth at all. This isn't even me playing in the footage. Uh, I'm sorry about the footage. It's a bit glitchy, but it's my footage. Okay, guys, shut up. The first phase is probably one of my least favorite phases in any game. It's just way too open for me, not much places to hide. The last two phases, I didn't really have that much fun with either. Just none of the phases really interest me or stuff. And it's by far the my least favorite, you know, uh, location in Star Wars Battlefront 2. And next up is Jakku. So I haven't played Jakku in a while because it's just not it. It's just probably not the best. I mean, another sand planet. Really? I mean, come on. Like that's all we all thought. God. The first phase is really bad because you just got. I've almost find to just die instantly. I mean, none of the other phases really interest me. The second phase is probably the best phase, and I guess maybe then the fourth phase. But the first and third phase, if this map just aren't very good. I haven't played it much recently though because I don't like the map. Number 19 is the Republic Star Destroyer. Maybe it's called a Star Cruiser. I don't know. Kind of weird. It kind of feels weird calling something that the good guys own a Star Destroyer, but whatever. This is my least favorite of the capital ships. There's four of them. Unfortunately, none for the original trilogy, but two for the sequels and prequels. This is definitely my least favorite one of them. Just I don't really have that much good memories from this one, but I have at least a few from all the other ones. I mean, the opening section is kind of good, but after that, I guess the second part isn't really. I don't like that one, but I guess the last phase is good enough. But I really don't feel like I've played that barely at all. I just don't go up to this Star Destroyer much. I usually go up to the Separatist cruiser, Separatist flagship, and that's a lot better, and it's going to be further on in the list. Number 18 is MC8 5-star cruiser. This is a good amount, a bit better than the Republic Star Destroyer. I actually have some good memories with this. It just isn't the best map. I feel like I've played this over and over again recently, but it is pretty good. Although a lot of the areas are kind of unmemorable because it kind of just has the same feel all throughout. It's kind of a problem with these Star Destroyers or like cruisers, but I still really like it. I guess there's not really a memorable scene places throughout the ship though, because I mean, I don't really remember any of these places from the movie Last Jedi. Um, yeah, so there isn't really anything to comment on here. But I do have fun playing as Phasma there. And I guess I have fun playing as Finn. But yeah, overall the map isn't too great. Next up at number 17, we have probably one of the most overrated maps. I think it's Yavin 4. I do like Yavin 4, but I just kind of feel like it's a bit overrated. People think that Yavin 4 is like amazing, but I just don't think it's that good. The first few phases, I've never really been a fan of them. Just kind of that area of the map just doesn't really suit me, especially the second phase. To be honest, just don't really like it. I've always had gotten heroes and just died like instantly in that phase. But phase 3 and 4 are actually pretty good. So it kind of puts the Yevon 4 like a little bit above average, which is good considering we're like at like the first quarter of the list. So a lot of the maps in this game are good. Okay, so yeah. So I'd rank the phases. Phase one, no. Phase four would be the best. Phase three would be the second best. Then phase one. Then phase four. Wait, no, phase four. Then phase three. Then phase one. Then phase two. I'm getting all mixed up here. This is one of the maps that has four phases. So yeah, that's cool. Number 16 is Kashyyyk. Although I do kind of always, playing as a hero on this map is, it's alright. Some areas can be enclosed, like when you're playing in co-op and one is waiting for the end of the match where you go into that part of the Republic Star Destroyer. I guess I kind of have fun with it on Kashyyyk because you don't really play on that part of the map for that long. It doesn't feel as good where you're actually on the Republic Star Destroyer map, but when it's on Kashyyyk, it's better. It's weird. But yeah, this map kind of drags on for a long time. I've had like a stream where I just played like on this map for like an hour, and it was really annoying because the Premier match just went on way too long. And this map is just really big open. Yeah, and don't think anyone really likes Kashyyyk. It's kind of weird. Both of the episode three maps are kind of maps that only appear in the movie for like 2 minutes. Kashyyyk wasn't in the movie for that long, only like 5 minutes, and then Fallujah was only in the movie for 10 seconds. It's mostly a Clone Wars map. So that's weird. But yeah, this map is not that great. But I do like those enclosed areas though, so those get just a little bit better than ever before. Number 15 is Geonosis. I like the first phase of Geonosis actually. I used to not like this map really at all. But I just don't really. I used to hate it when I came around on Galactic Assault or HVV. I don't play Galactic Assault anymore or HVV. Don't really play much these days, but I still play it on and off. Oh god. So the first phase is all right, but when it comes to the next few phases, they are really fun. But the clones just have a really hard time every time I play this map. Maybe it's my team or something. Haven't played this map, much, but maybe my team or something. But I feel like the clones just always have a hard time. Like we're always going to overtime and stuff, and yeah, it's kind of hard to win. We always lose, especially when it comes to the last phase because we're on like even ground. And yeah, things go awry, and we always do with the last phase like horribly. It's also really short because we never really have that much time left. Yeah, on Geonosis has a different map for capital supremacy, which is cool. It kind of looks the same as this last few phases on Geonosis. I think it's a bit better. It was the first map released on capital supremacy. Back when it first came out, you can only play on Geonosis, so I kind of got sick of that map thing. But then we got more maps, so that was cool. Number 14 is Endor. I think like for 6 months you could only play on like a foggy Endor, but now you can play on a sunny Endor. Isn't that great? The first phase, well, on co-op, I guess, there's like the first two phases are like on the ground, through the forest, and then the last few phases kind of on this bunkhouse area. I don't really know, but the fourth phase in co-op is really really good. I like it, little enclosed area, and the second last phase is good. First few phases not as good when you're going through the forest, but I just like the look of Endor though. Kind of just just has a good feeling about it. These big forests, and it's a worthy addition to this game. Oh god. Number 13 is Camino. I like how we have like an outdoor phase, and then we have a few indoor ones. Though, in for co-op, I kind of wish we just had the same layout as which would be the same layout as Galactic Assault, because you have like the phase one, was like a lot better than the co-op phase one, but it's fine. Last few phases, although I die really quickly, I just love it still. Last few phases, they're really fun and stuff. Can never really go on big long kill streaks on Camino that much really, but I'm really want to get better at the map and play more of it. I'm still so sad. Spoiler alert for the Bad Batch, by the way, and skip 10 seconds if you want to avoid spoilers. But Camino does get blown up and sinks to the bottom of the ocean in the Bad Batch Season 1, so yeah, that is really sad, especially because the clones did it themselves, but whatever, it's still really sad, the saddest moment of the Bad Batch. Hype for Season 2, by the way. Anyway, so yeah, next map on the list. So number 12 is Agent Kloss. Now the first few phases of this map are not very memorable, but they're still pretty fun. I mean, this map looks really nice, especially compared to like Takodana. It does look really nice, but since the first few phases aren't really that memorable, I'm gonna put this like behind Takodana. But the last few phases are actually really fun, especially the last one. The 10 4 is there in this big cliff, I guess. Um, so yeah, that's really cool. I've had a lot of fun in this map, playing as heroes and stuff, and yeah, it's just a cool map. It is the only map from Rise of Skywalker. I probably would want like another map maybe, from Rise of Skywalker, like Exegol would be cool, Kijimi, you know, some other map other than this one, but not Pasana. No, duh. Okay, so number 11 is Takodana. So I had so much fun playing as Ray yesterday on Takodana. It was really, really fun. But well, not really. Whatever. The first phase is probably the worst, definitely, because like it's just really annoying when you play first order. Just the resistance always have like the advantage, and the last phase is kind of something's annoying. But like the second and third phase are really really good. In my opinion, I just like them, and I do have fun sometimes playing as the Avician Gunner on the fourth phase. So yeah, I mean there's that. Although Takodana doesn't look as good as Agent Class, I feel like it's just a lot better map design and all that stuff. And yeah, a lot of the places in this map. I mean, there's like the first three phases you even see in Force Awakens. You basically just see the stuff in the fourth phase because that's actually Maz's castle. But like the first three phases are basically this forest, so it's kind of weird. Number 10 is Kessel. I This is probably an unpopular opinion because I don't think many people like Kessel. I don't know, man. I just don't really think it's a very popular map. It's the only map from Solo. Scarif from Rogue One is definitely a better map. But yeah, this map is still fun and cool and awesome. I like it. This map. It's a pretty small scale map, so it goes by pretty quick, but it's not as small as the Jabba's Palace, which is up further on my list because I really like Jabba's Palace. This map and Jabba's Palace were available in Extraction. I loved playing that mode, but it's basically pointless playing it now because the mode is basically dead. Yeah, but this map's pretty cool. So yeah, I must say I like all the phases pretty much. None of them are like amazing, but they're all like yeah, they're good, man. Yeah. Number 9 is Mos Eisley. So I have a lot of good memories of Phase 2 of this map because it's in arcade, and for the first like year I had this game, I didn't have Xbox Live. Um, yeah, that was a pretty sad time for me, you know. Oh. Don't know why I'm crying, but whatever. It's over now. I have Xbox Live now. I can play Star Wars Battlefront 2 online whenever I bloody want. Oh man, it's kind of insane that this game is still pretty popular. 2 years, like nearly 2 years after its cancellation. But this map's pretty cool. Um, I do was gonna forget the third phase of this map. Kind of just kind of skips by me, but I think the last phase is probably the best one. All the other three are pretty good as well. Just none of them stand out to me in the way the last phase does. So yeah, that's really cool. The second phase is where the cantina is. But there's no one really in it because there's a war going on. Number 8, First Order Star Destroyer. So yeah, the of course the dark side capital ships are in my opinion a lot better than the light side ones. This one's just really cool. Although we don't really see this one in the movies much, I just kind of like the interior of Imperial Star Destroyers, like this big hallway. It definitely reminds me of Episode 9 when they broke into the Star Destroyer. Although I don't like that scene and how easily they broke into the Star Destroyer, I just kind of like how just the look of everything, the hallways. I love the look of them and the big hangar. Just like it was, I like Episode 9 a lot for the visuals, and like that's kind of it. That's like the only reason I bloody watch Episode 9. Like, why else would I watch Episode 9? Episode 9 was like a big embarrassment. But whatever, I still just like it. The third phase is definitely the best, or the second phase now. And the other phase are still good too, but like they're not as good as the second phase. Okay, 'cause the second phase is pretty awesome. But whatever, this was pretty cool, and I just love when you have loads of crowds in like the one area, so it's easy to get some kills. Number 7 is Scarif. Now, you might expect me to put this map a little bit higher, my main complaint is that like the first few phases just aren't that memorable, like Scarif kind of, or not. No, no, this is Scarif, kind of like Aging Kloss, but like the last few phases, like especially phase 4, is absolutely amazing, man. I had so much fun memories here, like as Darth Maul, Palpatine, Bosk, Vader, and probably some other heroes we just can't really remember. Seriously, man, the fast phase of Scarif is probably one of my favorite phases in any game. And also like the landscape is really cool. Of course, this is from Battlefront One, so it's not original. But seriously, I never played Battlefront One. Only like, well, I did get Battlefront One just because I just want to try it out. But I never got the DLC, so I never played Scarif in Star Wars Battlefront One. I played the maps that were in the game at launch, and there wasn't really much maps at launch in that game, so I never got to play Scarif. Um, so yeah, that was a pity. But yeah, I play Scarif here. Like there's the sand and there's the tropical trees. Seriously, it is amazing. Seriously, man, it's awesome. Number 6 is the Separatist starship. Of the Separatist Dreadnought is called. Yeah, this ship is cool. It doesn't look as good as the First Order Star Destroyer, but I feel like I've so much more fun memories in this ship, mainly because it's been in the game for a lot longer. I remember just going up to the ship in Capital Supremacy and wrecking ass, just so many good memories of trying to get heroes and stuff, and so many memories of painful moments as well. But every map has painful moments for me. Yeah, okay, even the good maps kind of feel painful at times, but the final part of this map, Capital Supremacy, is awesome when we get the big hallway and stuff. Fun for both sides of the the clones and the droids. It's awesome. So no, and into the top. So going into the top 5 now, number 5 is the Death Star 2. Kind of weird how they have the Death Star 2 in this game and not the Death Star 1, but they had the Death Star 2 1 in the first game, so I guess I can excuse it. So yeah, the last phase of this map is fun, but the other three are really fun as well. I just don't really play it. I just don't get to play as them as much because the last phase always lasts so long. Um, but a lot of indoor hallways and stuff, and a lot of fun. I do like that close quarters combat a lot. Vader's really good in this map, and I've played this Maul a lot on the last phase, and it's just a lot of fun. Don't get to see a lot of the stuff in the movie. Unfortunately, there's no throne room. I mean, I wish there was. Maybe could there be like a phase like in the throne room? You can maybe it could be like a command post in there or something for co-op or capital supremacy and stuff, or an objective in there and for capital supremacy and Atlantic assault. Like, come on, man! I think that'd be pretty cool. Okay, so number 4 is Circular Base. I remember I played Circular Base a lot back in the day of my arcade days. Remember, there was only 6 maps you could play in arcade for the prequels, so it would be like Naboo and Camino. For the originals, would that be Yavin 4 and Tatooine, and then for the sequels would be Tagodana and Circular Base. Uh, bad times, honestly, man. Really should have been more maps. Like, come on, could you just do all the arcade maps and the game from launch? Whatever. Yeah, but also the tutorial was on this map. The uh last phase. Yeah. Usually I'm in this big hangar array in the last phase of this map, but there's also is this other area. Can't really don't kind of describe it, but I don't go to it as much. It's a big area. I just kind of forget about it. But it's also there. I have a lot of fun with Finn in this map. Usually get him on the second phase, the episode Wreck, until the end of the game. That's really fun. Or I can get Phasma or Kylo or all those other people that are good on this map. Yeah, I just did my second planet destroying super base in a row. Number 3 is Jabba's Palace. Jabba's Palace is a lot of fun, especially in the last few phases. Like, seriously, man, Jabba's Palace gets really, really intense. The first phase is also good, and the second phase, like, seriously, all 4 of these phases are really, really good. It's just the last phase, especially, is just golden. Bosk, Lando, Leia, and Iden really shine here, and it could really rack up some kills. I had a great time with Leia a few weeks ago on this map, but it was really awesome. Using the Bausch skid, just absolutely wrecked house. Yeah, so this map just is so good. It's one of the smallest maps in the game. I think it's the smallest map in co-op. Um, that's all right. I really wish Crate was in co-op, but unfortunately not. It's a big pity, but whatever. Whatever. Jabba's Palace, probably one of the best maps. You don't actually see Jabba in the map. I think he's dead, but in the time that you're playing this map, but whatever. Maybe he's gone out on a vacation. Number two is Felucia. This map looks absolutely incredible, man. It honestly feels like this is like the bottom of the sea and like there's just no water. Like, seriously, man. This map looks incredible, and the last few phases are absolutely really, really good. The third, fourth, and fifth are equally awesome. Do not play as this map that much anymore. I'm just not playing in the prequel trilogy as much as I would like to, because there's no real heroes in that trilogy that I really want to rank up. The heroes that I have left to rank up are just mostly in the originals and sequels. But every once in a while I'll treat myself to some prequel goodness. Yeah, and also there's like a Sarlacc pit in this map. That's really cool. I always forget about that. And there's so much details in this map. Actually, Bombastic did like a 50 insane details about this map, and it was so cool. He went on for he did like 5 extra details as well, because there is so much to explore in this map. And seriously, I think I might actually have to rewatch that 15 insane details video after I finish recording this. At number one is Naboo. This has been the number one map, I think, for the whole run of this game. Naboo has always been so beautiful, especially in this new sunset thing. Actually, it's not new. It's been here for a few years now, but it looks absolutely incredible. And in the daytime, it's also incredible as well. Don't really remember much of the first phase of this mode in co-op, but in the second one, it's really good. I usually play as Dooku. I remember playing as Dooku a few times at absolute wrecking house. And the second and third phase are also good indoors. It's just absolutely incredible. This map looks amazing. And of course, they used this map to market the game and did some trailers on it back in 2017. Understandably, because this map is absolutely incredible. And I was so lucky to play on this map in arcade as well. And also, there's like a Palace Hangar version of this map, but that's only available for HVV because that's just a little bit too small to do on co-op. I think that's the map used for HVV. This Palace Hangar also like the Duel of the Fates room, I guess, but you can't go all the way down to the back and look at that big hole that Maul falls down into. But whatever. That was a cool map as well for playing in HVV. Whatever. Anyway, guys, that is the list. Hoth is my least favorite, and Naboo is my favorite. So hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, smash that like button, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.